students. Okay. Now, why did we do all this exercise? For a startup or for entrepreneurship, first and foremost thing is your observation, your creativity, coming up with an idea that will work. Okay? Looking for gaps, looking for areas where you can focus on. You have to be doing something where you can differentiate yourself, do something different from what exists. Okay? And the belief that creativity is something that is inborn. I mean, we all hear this being said everywhere, right? Oh, creativity, that person is such a creative person. Okay? They do beautifully, so I can immediately relate that, okay, they're not a very creative artist here. But it is just that creativity is just hidden in all within us. Creativity is not something that you have to be, you jump from the sky with that skill in you. Creativity is all there within us. It is just that how we observe, how we perceive, and how we are able to translate it. It's more of something that has actually been, it has evolved by practice. That's about it, okay? So, important thing is to observe. And observe with not just your eyes, but with all your senses. We have not got into entrepreneurship, we have not got into startup, nothing. We have not talked about it at all. Today was just to motivate you into some of the finer things about design thinking, about creativity, how they are all interconnected. And all these things eventually lead to what we call as innovation. Okay? And innovation is your stepping stone to entrepreneurship. It's not that all entrepreneurship, all products or all services that goes into a startup are all some innovative stuff. But there is something innovative there which will help you differentiate from what exists. Okay, it might be something which is earth-shaking innovation, it could be something which is big, which could be very, very small. But there is something which differentiates you from the rest. Okay, so just keep your eyes open, start observing more when you do anything. Have your mind more into what you're doing. Okay, just reflect back on, I want you to look at two things. One, the best class, the class or the subject that you like the most. How do you follow in the class? How do you observe what's going on in the class? And pick that subject which you don't like. And how do you observe in that class? Will it be the same? All right. So when your passion is actually tied with what you have to do, automatically your concentration, your alertness, everything changes. Your body starts adapting to it. You don't need to do anything. You as a person is not different. Subject A versus subject B, both the person you is the same. But A, you are fully into it. B, you are completely disconnected. The you as the person still remains same. It is just what is different is basically the passion. So if you are able to align whatever you do with your passion, then you don't need to work. You have got that quote, right? I hope you have heard that. If you like what you are doing, you don't need to work. Because you will automatically put in all the efforts you need. You will automatically, your concentration will come when you are doing something which you like. Even if somebody, in fact, this clipping is a classic example. Did you see some people who are so absorbed in doing something which is a very meticulous work, which requires a lot of concentration, in spite of all that chaos that was existing around them, they didn't even bother about what's going on outside. How many of you observed that? Everybody was just going with their job, but many were like walking with, particularly those who were shopping, they were walking with some bags and things, so they were looking at what's going on around. But if you had observed some of the shopkeepers who were involved in some activity, they were so much absorbed in what they are doing, they didn't look at what's going on outside. How do you think that can happen? It is not a concentration that is actually only they have, it is just there within all of us. It is just that the moment the passion to what you are doing is turned on, aligned, automatically your concentration comes. Okay? So that's why it's very important to align with the right job, the right passion. Okay? It's very, very important. You find what your strength is and
Yeah, quickly. So, I don't think you have a GP challenge probably this week when you're going. I want you to do one thing for me, okay? So, this is something which we just discussed. Just go and observe one profession, right? Somebody like a blacksmith, right? Somebody who is doing something differently in their context, okay? Then Coca-Cola is not doing, right? Look at something like that. Just spend some 2 hours maximum, right? Observing things, what is happening, what are they doing. Don't intimidate them, right? Don't do police questioning, right? You just speak to them, right? Just understand what is the house that he was interested in, why is he doing it. Most probably his children are not doing A and everything else, MCA somewhere. All that will be there, but just understand why he keeps doing what he's doing. Why is he passionate about it? Right? What drives him to do it? What rules are he using? What is the process that he is following? Right? Etc. Right? Just take one there. Even if it is a barber, it's fine. Right? But yeah, I don't want you to spend 2 hours in a local barber shop or something. But just look at the.
and then I can do everything by myself then. Model only, this model doesn't go, it's not from any of your stored models in here. Or is it?
So, but we are trained for the general instance.
Oh,
yeah, we took some data set from Google stuff and we trained the model for this one.
Okay, training. Where is the training based on? What is the AI?
No, sir, we are training the model because they are using our own
You are using your own AI
model.
Sorry, but GenAI
GenAI Pro for creating the exact prompt. The prompt வந்து அது வரணும் இல்லை சார் ஏன்னா யூசர்ஸ் கரெக்டாக அந்த ப்ராம்ப்ட் கொடுக்க தெரியாது அதுக்காக மட்டும் we are using GenAI. அந்த ப்ராம்ப்ட் வந்து அப்படியே நம்மளுடைய மாடலுக்கு வந்து போயிடும் அது எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகி நமக்கு அவுட்புட் போகும்.
Okay. First thing வந்து you need to be more clear in highlighting your engine and talk less about GenAI. Okay. In fact, I got completely. I also thought I was completely GenAI தான் அப்படிதான் நான் போவேன். இதை அப்படியே காப்பி பண்ணி நான் என்னோட இதில் போட்டேன்னா வந்துட்டு எனக்கு நானும் இந்த ஐடியா பண்ணிடலாமே. அப்போ then your whole thing is doesn't make sense. In fact, my second question was going to be where are you using AI in this apart from GenAI? So now you have answered both. Okay. So in that case, that is where I think okay,
Competition
is it? Right. So this is what I want to see. I think last time itself we did this.
Make sure that you write your name, whatever your department or ID or something like that, okay, and the date, today's date. Just use only one sheet of the paper, right? We'll need the other side for something else. So.
speak, I'll